Hi guys and welcome to a new highlights video. Today it's from new league I joined ARL round 1 around Zandvoort. We are doing full quality 50% race as usual. Pretty competitive grid to our skill level. I would say very competitive racing, and yeah, this was the first round in Zandvoort in Netherlands, and as we move into my first quali lap, I was doing times around 109 in time trials. I was confident I have a decent pace, similar to my teammate Fister, who is fast too. So I was hoping that we can achieve a good result here. And in Q1 I wanted to just put some simple lap, not delete, to use as less tires as possible and just go through. 18 drivers on the grid today, so there was 3 drivers coming out of dropping out of Q1. So the lap, as you can see, was not very fast here, but still decent. But yeah, here I lost a lot of time, but yeah, I didn't care because I knew it's just Q1 and that's a big chance of getting through even with this lap. So I continued in the lap and tried to finish it with a timer out, for example 110.0, 110.1, something like that. As we go into the hardest braking zone of the track, I would say maybe the second hardest. Decent turn, and into the last turn of this very short circuit. Yeah, very slow, as you can see. It's looking like some 110.2 or something like that. And yeah, as we can see, it was 110.284, which is very slow, but on Q1 enough. Then I did another try at the end of the Q1, 19.9. And here we move into Q2, into my first try of mediums, which I was hoping that will be only one, but yeah, then I did this in this turn and just had to back up and go into the pits and went for another try. As we can see here, we are at the end of this try, and it looks faster than the try on softs from Q1. So I was like, yeah, this can be a decent lap. I think it should be enough. It's 110.237, even faster than my soft lap in Q1. P5 for now, and now 3 minutes to go. I'm checking the time board and seeing I'm P7. So I told myself I should try another lap to safely go through. So I decided to go for another lap. Yeah, as you can see here, I decided for it. We are not going to watch the full lap. We are going to just see the result of it. Yeah, I was like, I just have to do safe lap. It's soft lap, and I had the first purple sector 6 tenths down in this turn. Going into the last turn, my friend on Discord told me that there's no way I'm dropping out of Q2 with my medium time because there wasn't enough people to jump me. So as you can see here, I just backed up from my lap like Mercedes in real life and ended the Q2 with a medium lap, 110.2 in P8. Yeah, as we can see here in Q3, my first lap was a decent lap. It was something around 194, I believe. Yeah, exactly 194, which is a decent lap, 4 tenths off my PB, so quite good on the first lap in Q3, but still a lot of time there. And as we go into my last Q3 lap, what we'll watch the whole lap because it's the fastest lap I've done. We go around the last corner. Very fun to drive this track because of the bank corners. And yeah, as we go into the turn 1, hard braking after the port upper me into the turn 1 on third gear, short shift to 4th gear, gaining a 500s in the first turn, coming into this fast section with the slow hairpin in the middle of it. Yeah, already 800s up in the in this first sector, coming into the fast right-hander, gaining a lot of time here as you can see, but losing it at the exit. Coming into a right-hander on 6th gear, and yeah, only 500s up, which is not great. downshifting to the third gear, short shifting to fourth gear, 1/10 up coming into his left hand corner before the second DRS zone. DRS wide open, and I'm 700s up, which is not much, but now hard braking into the right hander, straight into left hand side. And yeah, as you can see, I'm gaining a lot of time here. I'm like now 2/10 up or something like that. Fourth gear, short shifting to fifth gear, and yeah, I'm nearly 2/10 up in this lap, which is very good. So it should be something around 192, which is very good. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm moving up into P5 before TNR Hunter Eco. My mate Fister ended quality in P2. On pole position was Furkan Simsek. And yeah, then it changed because Shadow jumped my teammate, and it was 3 and 5 for Ferrari. As we go into the start, decent start on my look into the mirror. McLaren spinning there, then Renault spinning after touch with Fister, and yeah, I lost the position to Vigo. I'm P5, in front of me 2 Mercedes, my teammate and the 1 Racing Point. Yeah, very chaotic start to be fair, if you looked into my mirrors, and in front of me and the Renault, very chaotic. But yeah, it just calmed down here, and here it was okay. Running P5, I had to keep on the pace with the cars in front of me because I needed their DRS, as cars behind me were running on soft tires, which is much faster around here. So I was like, yeah, if I drop out of the DRS, they'll just completely destroy me, the guys behind me. So I was trying to do everything I could, and the strategy for this race, Fister said soft medium, medium soft as possible. So yeah, we are going for this strategy, which is very important. Don't forget what I said now. And yeah, so I'm already 1 second down on the cars in front of me after 1 lap, which is not great. Going into the lap 2 here, as you can see, everyone just swiping left and right because of slipstream here, and coming into a hard braking zone again. Hannes is right behind me, which is not great for me, I would say. Yeah, I was like, right now I was hoping for P5 because I saw the guys in front of me are very competitive and faster than me, at least around here. So I thought the podium chances are not here, so I was just trying to fight for P5, but still, it's me, so I was hoping for a podium, but like, I was like, something crazy has to happen, because the guys in front of me are very rapid, as we can see. Another half a second down after the 1 sector. As we go here into the left-hander to the second DRS zone, Hannes 3/10 behind me. That's very close, very close. The DRS here is strong, so that's the only thing that helped me in this situation, because the DRS was very annoying, I believe, for Hannes. As in the fast right-hander, you just can't go the full pace when you are behind anyone. And yeah, that's end of the lap 2. Still P5, 1.7 behind Vigo. And yeah, Hannes was very close here, but I used the overtake and he gave up the attack. And DRS is enabled. Hannes lately going for it. Small touch there. Yeah, it was nice wheel-to-wheel racing. As we go here into this very fast section before the hairpin, he overtakes me into here and gets P5 and P6. And now I had to hold and be close behind him, as I needed DRS to defend Teddy and Levix behind me. As we go into the right-hander, Hannes is already 6 tenths up because the DRS is very annoying here, as I said earlier. Another warning for me, that's second warning already in the third lap, that's not great. I was like, this track is tough on penalties, but only in a few corners, so I was like, yeah, I have to just watch out in the corners, especially this turn 1 outside curb, turn 6 side, it is, I believe, the outside curb, turn 7 inside and outside curb, and the inside curb in turn 9 it is, I believe, and then last corner the outside curb. So yeah, that's the end of the lap 3. I had the DRS on Hannes, so I could defend the Teddy. And as we go here into lap 5, at the end of the lap 5, the safety car is out after the yellow flags in the main straight because of the McLaren. Yeah, so right now we are like, no, we are not gonna pit, as we still wanted that mad soft strategy, I'm sorry, which I'm not sure was the right decision, to be fair. So we didn't go into the pits, and all drivers in front of us went, if you don't count Hannes. So we are right now, we are 1 and 3. Hannes on softs didn't go into the pits. They did the same. I think that's not the right decision, to be fair, as the safety car is like their tires gonna die in, for example, like 4 laps. So I'm not sure if it's worth it to not pit. So yeah, it's P1 and P3 for me and Fister is desynced. Sometimes one guy in the lobby was desynced for me, so sometimes my position just move in the standings. Yeah, and here we caught the safety car already. And yeah, as we move at the end of lap 6, Hannes goes into the pits, which I mean, it's not, it's very weird as, like, everyone is in a train right now, so Hannes is gonna get out at the back of the field, which is, unfortunate for him, as he was running a good race, P5, P6, and here we go at the end of lap 7. Yeah, it looked like the safety car is not going in, but here it's set in this lap, in last corner, which is very, very, very late. But yeah, we are 1-2 cars, so we had it in a controlled restart, and yeah, as we remember from Singapore, I don't have a decent restarts, but here it wasn't that bad. As we can see, my restart wasn't that bad. I held the position, and we kept in P2. But we had to pit still. Shadow in P4 and Furkan in P5 didn't have to, but Furkan is on soft, so there's obvious he's going to pit once more. Very interesting strategy from him. Let's see how it goes for him in this race. So yeah, I was like trying to hold behind Fisto in 1 second. Yellow flags behind me. Hakem Ava retired after spinning out of the hairpin. As we move into lap 10, I'm P2, 1.6 behind Fisto, and Shadow is right behind me. On fresh hearts, and he's fast as we saw at the start of the race, so not great for me because I don't have the DRS from Fister, but still I was hoping that I can hold him behind me somehow, but I realized like it's very, very hard to keep in front of these guys. Furkan and Shadow were very fast in this race, and I decided not to defend that much at the end, not to put any battery here, just the rich mix, and as you can see I put a lot of fuel, by the way, because it's plus 2.4 is too much, and Shadow goes for a free overtake here, dropping me to P3. It was very close. Furkan nearly crashed into me, and he tried to go side by side here, but then gave up as I went wide, and he again is side by side, but yeah, again, no space for him, and I held P3. The standings is backed again, by the way. Fister is leading the race, of course, and yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I had another hungry car behind me. Furkan wanted to get as much as possible from that softs, I'm sure. So he wanted to pass me as soon as possible to use his softs at the maximum potential. Going into here, he can't overtake me, he's too far, touches me into my back, very, very close, me going into a gravel trap nearly, and he probably damaging his front wing. As we continue, I'm half a second in front of him, so basically that should be enough because this straight is very, very close, very short. So overtaking here is very hard, which I was hoping will be also for Furkan, which was he couldn't make it in this lap, and I still held P3, which I don't expect, to be fair. I don't expect to be in P3 that long after that safety car restored, as I had soft runners behind me, and also the hard runners on fresh hards. And in P12, lap 12, the mediums were still acting normally, like without any damage or something like that. Everything looked chill, without a small problem. But Officer said he has 40% on his wheels, and I was like, wait, hold up. So I checked my MFD and I had 47% on left front. in 12th lap when I wanted to go for Matt's soft strategy. Meanwhile, behind me, Vigo fighting with Furkan, and yeah, I was like, this is not good. This is not good, as it didn't look like the mediums could last until like lap 26, because another 14 laps would be an absolute madness, and it would go on 100% for sure. So we are thinking what to do now. Meanwhile, Furkan pitted because of his damaged wing, and as we move at the end of lap 13, Vigo is very close, and yeah, I'm not defending because I had to have to save my tires to make the strategy work. So I didn't let him by, but I wasn't defending the hard, dropping down to P4. Behind me is Hunterico, a 5-second penalty from the safety car probably when he touched someone, or maybe spinning pit lane penalty, not sure. And he goes for it here, as I didn't defend because I had damaged tires, so the understeer was the problem in this situation, and I didn't want to crash into him because of understeer. So I just let him go. Backed up for the 5, dropping me into P5, and now my goal was not let Levix catch me and maybe hold behind these two, but that wasn't a easy goal, as people in front of me were very fast, Draco and Vigo, and as you can see, they are running away from me. And yeah, as you move at end of lap 17, orange tires indicator and 4.6 behind Draco. Fortunately, Levix had similar pace to me, so he didn't catch me, and I hauled in P5 for a few laps. So yeah, we are in the middle of the race, and it's P5 for now. I will still jump Hunterico in this situation. Now not, but in, before a few seconds I could. Because of that 5-sec penalty. I still have the 2 warnings, which meant I had to be cautious in the corners where it is very dangerous to take a penalty. And as you go here into the last not last turn, the first turn before, the last turn before the second DRS zone, I believe I was checking my tires again. Because as you can see, I have the orange indicator on them, the dark orange, and behind me are yellow flags. I was praying for safety car, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. And as you can see here, I'm going to check my tires, and it was like 60-70%, something like that. Yeah, 69% at the end of lap 18, which is ridiculous. And as we move here, 79% in lap 21, that's crazy. And earlier we are praying for a miracle of safety car on VSC or something like that, because this is crazy and this is ridiculously dangerous. But yeah, as you can see, this is the guy who was decent for me. That's why I had broken standings through the race. Hunterico was fighting with Fisto in front of me, as we can see on standings. And right here, Hunterico just spun in the first sector before the hairpin in a fight with Fisto. So that was a possible P4 in the standings for me. I knew Hunterico has to pit again. And in front of me were one guy who has to pit again, my teammate Fisto, and 2 Mercedes which were on hards, but the hards had to stand 31 laps, which is too much, I think. Yeah, but still, P4. The Jeff is saying me to change the strategy to hards and pit this lap, which I didn't want to go for hards for 14 laps. I thought that's pretty useless. I don't really wanted that soft, and as you can see, 82%, 83 in lap 22. That's absolutely ridiculous. And VSC is coming away, as Racing Point is spinning before that fast right-hander in sector 1. So I'm instantly going for softs and pitting same lap as Fister, and that's lap 22. The VSC came in the right moment because 83% was something ridiculous, and I had to pit this lap anyways. So as you can see, we both go into the pits behind VSC, which is very, very good. And yeah, VSC started to end when I came into the pits, which wasn't great for me. But yeah, Hunterico overtook me, but I knew he has to pit again. And the Furkan pitted too, because he had drive-through from VSC. So I basically didn't lose any position, only to Hunterico, but Hunterico had to pit. So I'm basically P4 in this race, if the softs can stand until the end of the race here in Zandvoort. 14 laps on the used softs from the Q3 or 2, I don't know where my softs were the least used. As we move at the end of lap 24, Hunterico is pitting, and also lap Alfa Romeo is pitting, and I'm going into the P4 here, which is absolutely crazy after this strategy which didn't work out, because it was after this very risky strategy, not didn't work out, but very risky, because yeah, it's definitely not normal strategy to go mad soft, especially used softs. As we move into the lap 30, softs were feeling great, no indicator on my MFD, but Furcar was close behind me, 1.6 right now, and he was catching me on the mediums, which wasn't great. I was feeling a bit of pressure, and as you can see here, I have 48%, 6 or 7 laps after I pitted for the softs, and we have another 6 laps in front of us. It is very close. It looked like it will end like 80-90%, which is very, very much. And so I had to start saving my tires, but also I had to push a bit because of Furkan behind me. So I had to find some balance between saving and going fast. Right now I was praying for a safety car. No doubt, I was really praying for a safety car because I could save my tires with that safety car, catch the cars in front of me. It would be great. It will help me a lot. And still was running a decent pace, but as you can see, Furka was catching me slowly, but was catching me. Now it's 1.1 in lap 31, and it looks like he'll get a DRS at the final straight at the start of lap 32. As we go into this right and left hander, Furkan close behind me in the DRS. So yeah, I was defending because this was end of the race, and I had to defend my position. I got DRS from Big Marker, which helped me so much, and so I was still 8 tenths, but I locked up into the first turn, went very wide, and Furkan caught like 2 tenths there on me in one turn, which is not great. So lap 32, I have Racing Point right on my back, fighting for P4 on softs, which are not going to stand at the end of the race if I go full push mode, because it was taking like 6% from the tires by one single lap. So very, very hectic end of the race here, and I was really defending. I was defending very hard, and he's very, very close, as you can see in my mirror. And here we go into another DRS zone. He's 3 tenths behind me at the start of this DRS zone. That's ridiculously close. But yeah, he didn't attack me here, fortunately. And we go into right, left, and Furkan just lost the traction and crashed into wall, DNFing and giving us a safety car in this race, which basically saved my race. No one behind me, 10 seconds into Levix, not pitting of course, but yeah, I could save my softs. And I lost my rival, who was racing me. So for me, absolutely ideal situation. I mean, I still feel bad for him, as he could reach P4 in this race, but this racing you can't just push that much because he probably damaged his tires too much and lost the traction because of it. Here I nearly got drive-through, thanks my teammate Fister and my brother who screamed on me Delta Delta Delta, thank you. And here I was like, yeah, restart is going to be like 34, 35, and I don't have indicators still. I could save my softs very, very much behind safety car, and I was like, yeah, this race is very possible P4. And as you can see, Mercedes in front of me, Shadow is spitting. Fister getting P2 for our team, so it will be 2 and 4, and for Mercedes 1 and 3, which is like back in the days when Ferrari was fighting for championship in real life. And I was hoping that on restart I can somehow overtake Shadow because he has mediums. I have used softs, but he has mediums, not softs. Here we go. And yeah, I was still like, it's gonna be very interesting and race 60% on my tires at the start of lap 34. And here I started thinking about, like, when people don't catch the safety car, I thought they can't restart the race. So I was like, yeah, maybe we'll end the race behind safety car, but in the game it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. So this whole strategy, what I was right now talking with Fister about, like, not catching them, like, ending the race behind safety car, which would give us P2, P4, which would be great result after fucking up the strategy so much. But as you can see, safety car went in this lap when only 3 people were behind it, if we don't count back markers here. Very weird, but the game just works like that. And as you can see, limiter was limiting the people very much. It was limiting also me in the middle of my lap, not sure why. But as you can see, the people in the third sector was stuck in completely. I'm not sure if it's because of limiter or because the driver wanted it to restart it very slowly, but it helped me to catch the train. So I started thinking, yeah, the chance is back. I can overtake for the podium. So I went very fast here, going at the final straight in lap start of lap 35. Shadow is in front of me 2.8 seconds, and I got information from Fister that the leader of the race, Vigo, got the 5-second penalty behind safety car. This is absolutely crazy ending of the race, and yeah, I was pushing so hard, don't caring about my tires, just completely pushing. And as you can see, I was catching Shadow massively, and I was like, yeah, this is a possible podium. And coming here into the fast right-hander, Jeff told me Shadow has a wing damage, and I was like, no way. So I started pushing much more, nearly losing the car here, and yeah, going very, very fast, trying to do fastest laps I've ever done around this track in race pace. On soft switch has like 65% on the left front, catching Shadow here on 5/10 only, and this is the 35th out of 36 laps in the race, by the way. So we are going into the last lap right now, so the fight doesn't end even in the last lap. This is absolutely intense ending of this race. Shadow getting a 3-second time penalty is absolutely crazy. As you can see, I used everything I got to overtake him into the first turn, which worked out, and we are in a P3, and also 6-point end behind Vigo. I don't know why I started thinking about a P2, because I thought I can get into that 5 seconds, which was very optimistic, to be fair. But yeah, anyway, I was pushing very hard to get that P2, which unfortunately didn't happen. As you can see right now, I'm still 6.8. So I was only hoping for some error of Vigo, but yeah, he was driving a safe race. He knew Fister will beat him, and he knew I'm too far to catch him. So he was doing a safe pace in the last lap, and yeah, basically this is how the race is gonna end. As you can see, I got on another 2 seconds in this lap on Shadow, because his turning damage was just made the car undrivable. And yeah, so Fister won the race. I ended P3, Vigo P2, P4 Shadow, P5 Levix. This is the top 5 of this race. Absolutely crazy ending of this race. I enjoyed this race so much. It was absolutely insane and absolutely crazy. I enjoyed it very much. A lot of DNFs, as we can see. 6 DNFs in this race. Only 12 cars finishing the race, but still enjoyed it very much. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And yeah, this is gonna be everything from this video. This was the season opener in ARL, which is being held on Sundays. Link on the league is in the caption, so you can watch it. It's from 7 p.m. CET. And yeah, this is everything from me. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.